Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's YouTube video. If you guys like this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe, bruh. Okay, I'm never talking like that again. But anyways, if y'all haven't seen the last episode, watch it, or else this might make no sense. Basically, in the last episode, the end of World War II happened, and the blue team was in cripples. And they'll have to use another country. Another color. Basically, the blue team was in cripples. It was crippling. So the blue team had to unify with the red team, and that made the old empire come back. And yeah. Also, there was a bunch of other stuff if you all haven't seen it. Anyways, let's get right on to the video. And I actually like this color for a country, so I'm gonna make a rebellion happen in the country. It's gonna be the Chinese Rebellion. And this Chinese Rebellion, actually no, not Chinese. It will be it will be a New Zealand rebellion. Right here. And the old empire sees this and they're like, yeah, I'm okay with that. You could just rebel. You could become your own country at this point. I don't really need you. And they're like, hey, that's rude, but okay, you gave me independence. That's all I was asking for. So, yeah. And their capital's right there. Anyway, see you on the... Nah, I'm just joking. I'm not ending the video right there. So, yeah. The next thing that's happening is the discoveration of Hawaii. Old Imperial boats will start to come across the globe, and they will colonize all of this. And also, in this episode, it's the scramble for Africa, which means a bunch of countries will be colonizing Africa now. And they will have the Mesopotamian Conference, because I do not know what this capital city would be named right here. So, yeah. But they have a peace treaty with all the African countries. And this is what it looks like. First of all, this country, what they get. What they get is this country right here. They get all of this nice, juicy land. Okay. We have that. Oh my gosh, that looks too much like a capital. Anyways, we have that city there. And the next colonization is by the purple team. The purple team gets this country. So, yeah. The purple team gets all this. And yeah. And I do not know why. But I think when I did the old empire back, this country, the Horn of Africa country, aka Somalia, was taken over. So I'm just gonna give that to Germany, because Germany also attended the conference. Almost every country that at least attended the conference is getting something from it. And what Germany gets is this. And don't get me wrong, this is pretty good. But yeah. And it's time to show you what every country wanted. To be honest, Germany only wanted this. And yeah, so far every country that's been in here, they've gotten what they wanted. So, yeah. every country is happy. Actually, no. The purple team wanted all of this, but instead, they only got this country. And the reason why is because another country already they already got that land. I don't know why it's not letting me. Oh, it's purple. It's because another country got that land since they already they participated, but they didn't really get any land. And that country is Sweden. Sweden got, let's just say, the leftovers. What they got is basically what Germany got, what the IRL Germany got, but way much worse. Like, they don't even get the only full country that they get is this right here. And it's not even a good country. So the Swedish are actually upset about that. But no matter what they do, it wouldn't work. And I just realized which country was the same color. But who cares? And I'm saying that in a joking way. Do not harass me about, oh, the color's this and that. Please do not harass me and destroy me. And, okay, maybe not that far, but yeah. Anyways, the next thing in the peace treaty is that other country. Norway also attended the peace treaty, so they're also gonna get some land, but it's not. It's basically not really a leftover. They wanted it, but what they really wanted was, oh my gosh, I accidentally did that. But what they really wanted was all of this. They wanted a continuous area like this, hoping that the old empire would give up some land, but no. And the old empire was already good with what they had, so they just had to say that, well, they had to say that no one could get in their lands. However, even though they didn't really get what they wanted, they are still pretty happy about what they got. Because they may have not gotten all of what they wanted, but they got some goodness, some good stuff of what they got in. Why did I say like that? Anyways, they got the scramble for Africa. By the way, all of the countries in Africa had to attend this. And this country just had claw armor. They just didn't get any piece of land from any certain peace treaty is almost over. Anyways, the final country that attended this was none other than Poland. You really thought Poland would get nothing. Really. Why? Why did you disrespect the Poland? Well, not the Poland, but why did you disrespect Poland? All of the Polish people who are angry at you now. You shall be banished to the kingdom of kingdoms, the old empire, and they will torment you for the rest of your life. Anyways, the scramble of Africa is over. Every country has gotten at least most of what they wanted. Done. And And by the way, Poland also wants some land somewhere else. But from their territorial claim, they wanted that so they could get to this area easier. And that's what they did. And the black team has took a stop in advancing in there. They've taken a break. And that black team has a meeting with them. Comes to their capital, surprisingly, them. Why are you here? The leader pulls out a GUN, a no-no thing. Him. Oh, the other leader pulls out a GUN, the no-no. I just wanted some land from your colony because I want my colony's land to be expanded. Them, yeah, enjoy what you lastly get. Them, what? Them, aka the black team. You heard nothing. Anyways, go. Bye. Here's everything you can get. Just scribbles of what they get, and them. This is a pretty decent chunk of what I could have. Thanks. And anyways, yeah. They get this whole entire land area. And with that, they even gave this land. They just said go south and draw anything you want for that. In the note. And they're like, okay. I think I might need to put it down a little. 3? Yeah, 3's good. Anyways, yeah. But for the canvas of filling, I'm putting it up more. Anyways, they got their big colony. And they're calling it Brazil. Yeah. And no, there isn't like literally any name. They just coincidentally came up with that name. Their leader just said it sounded familiar, but they just didn't know why. So yeah, the country's name is Brazil. And, yeah. The country is here. Anyways, they don't give a capital like that. However, the first rebellion away for a nation is gonna happen. And that rebellion is in none other than... I don't want to do a beat drum, but... Wait, hold up. Are these the same color? No, that color is a little lighter. But I feel like... Yeah, that color is... significantly... I can't speak, but it's darker. There. But the colony is actually... Oops. The colony is this country right here. They get rebellions to get independence. And all 4 of these link up. And this country does put up a hard fight for the rebellion. And the hard fight punctures it in half. It seems like the first rebellion, where the owner of the colony is gonna... Yeah, no, they're not winning. Anyways, the Alaskan rebellion was a success, making this Alaska country the first actual country to rebel. And that technically makes them native to this. And they are used to the cold. So they can pierce through the cold. And when they even get up to the islands where humans couldn't usually go, they travel with it with no success. I mean, no. With success. They travel there with no problems. Let's just put it that way. But they literally are able to colonize. Well, not really colonize since this is them. But they're able to take all of these little glacier islands. And the first person to be ended is on this island. Right here. Because they forgot to put on their suit. And they went out there, they got frostbite, and they literally froze. Yeah, they're probably gonna be known as the man who froze. And let me just tell you something. All of this was done in literally just 3 days. Yeah, 3 days for them. They literally even pierced through, some Greenland lands in no time. Maybe they are truly big and great. But yeah, this is all Alaska's gonna do because they don't want to get too big. The only other thing that they're gonna do is they're gonna extend on the coastline-ish area. And yeah. Anyways, with that rebellion, it leads a lot of other nations to want to rebel as well. Except for these two areas. They love their own. They literally don't want to rebel. It's best ruling under them. No joke, without them, they single-handedly collapse. And they like that country. Well, they won't collapse, but they'll go down. But yeah, they're living a very good life. And right here, Finland has been preparing to take most of this land for a while. However, the green team also has. So they eventually come up with a good land exchange. No, that can't be the line. The line looks more like this. Okay, the peace treaty is this. Yeah, they had a whole entire peace treaty for it. They take colonizing land seriously. Oh yeah, and I forgot to add the capital to this country. But the capital to this country will be right